Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fit and healthy. Today we are going to start chapter 4 Advanced Features of MS Word 2010. So, this chapter includes how to change case of text, how to set drop cap, show or hide button using tabs, indent paragraphs, line spacing, paragraph spacing, page formatting or page setup, margin, footnote and endnote, and proofing groups. So let's start with how to change case of text. There are 5 change case options available in MS Word 2010. They are number 1 sentence case, number 2 lowercase, number 3 uppercase, number 4 capitalize each word, and number 5 toggle case. Now, how to change case? So, I have here an invitation letter inviting Tina's friend to her 12th birthday party. Now, I wish to make this line stand out by making all the alphabets capital. Should I retype entire sentence? No, that will take so much time. I will select the sentence, then click on Change Case option in menu bar and select uppercase. There you go. The entire sentence is now in capital letters. That is not all. There are various other options to change the case. Sentence case changes the first alphabet of the sentence to uppercase and the rest to lowercase. Lowercase will turn all alphabets to small letters. The option capitalize each word will change the first alphabet of every word to uppercase. And toggle case will reverse the case. All uppercase alphabets will turn to lowercase and all lowercase to upper. So you see, Word make it easier to change case without having to retype anything. Now the second thing is how to set drop cap. So here you can see a paragraph. A drop cap is the first letter of a paragraph, dropped 2 or more lines. Drop cap gives an artistic appeal. Start Word and create a document. Let's drop the cap T. Number 2, position the cursor to the left of T. Number 3, click Insert. Number 4, click Text. Number 5, click Drop Cap. Number 6, click Dropped. Now, Word creates the drop cap. Let's say you want to drop the cap only 2 lines. Click Insert, Text, Drop Cap options. Drop cap dialog. This dialog also allows to change the font and distance. Type 2 in the lines to drop fill. Click OK. Word drops the cap 2 lines. Now summary. Start Word and create a document. Number 2, position the cursor to the left of a first letter of a paragraph. Number 3, click Insert. Number 4, click Text. Number 5, click Drop Cap. Number 6. Click dropped. Let's continue the chapter 4, that is Advanced Features of MS Word 2010 with the topic Using Tabs. Use tabs to align text in your documents. By default, Word has tab stops every 0.5 inch on the ruler. There are 5 types of tab tops available, which do the following. Number 1. Left align. Text flows to the right. Center align. Text centers on these positions as you types. Right align. Text flows to the left. Decimal align. Text align on the decimal point when using numbers. Bars. Insert a vertical line at top stop setting tab using the ruler. This is the easiest way to set tabs. If you can't see the ruler, click on View Ruler at the top of the vertical scroll bar. Click anywhere on the ruler and you will set a tab. Second thing is alignment of paragraph. So to change paragraph alignment, alignment is the way in which you place the text in your document. Word provides you mainly 4 types of alignment. First is align left. The text is aligned along the left margin. Align right. The text is aligned along the right margin. Center. The text is aligned between the left and right margins. Justify. The text is aligned evenly between the left and right margin. To change the alignment, the steps are: Step 1. Select the paragraph or place the cursor anywhere inside the paragraph. Step 2. Click on Home tab. Choose the appropriate button for the alignment in paragraph group and see the change in paragraph. You can see that the paragraph will be changed accordingly. Left alignment, right alignment, center alignment, and justification. This topic is checking spellings and grammar. So let's learn about it. MS Word enables you to search and correct all spellings and grammatical mistakes in your document. Word identifies misspelled and misused words as well as grammatical errors in the following way. A red line beneath identifies spelling errors. Blue line underline identifies correctly spelled but misused word. And the green line identifies grammatical errors. Checking spelling and grammar using right click. If you right click over a misspelled word, then you put shows some suggestions. Fix the spelling or grammar mistakes and try yourself. The next topic is paper size. The paper size option is used to set the size of paper and the orientation. Orientation means to print the paper along the length or along the width. There are 2 types of orientations. Number 1 portrait, number 2 landscape.